Ahoy, this is Zdenka. I have reviewed Insta360 1 hour a while ago and I'm still really liking it. And this time actually I'm liking it even more thanks to Freewell and those amazing filters, because now I can fully control shutter speed and much more. Freewell is the only one making ND filters for consumer 360 cameras. They worked together to create these beautiful sets. I have here two sets, ND32 and ND64. I also have 4-pack standard day ND filters, ND4, ND8, ND16 and ND32 for wide angle 4K camera and also a polarizer. This is not a paid ad. Freewell sent me these filters to try and review. Let's start with the 360 camera. The filters come in a protective case and at the corners here are little magnets, so it closes on its own. They are made of glass with 16 layers of multi-coating. They are waterproof, dust-proof, scratch resistant, oil proof, and they have color neutral coating. How do we attach them to the 360 camera? Well, they are to be clipped onto the camera's cage. When you film with these filters, you need to select lens guard in the stitching and Insta360 Studio to get rid of these frames, let's call it frames. Now, one more thing, when you are filming with the 360 camera and you're using the filters, it is better if you set your settings on the screen before you actually put that filter on, because I noticed that the filter is quite large and it's covering part of the screen. So if you're gonna be sliding from left, you're not gonna be able to do that much. It's quite difficult. So set your settings first, then place the filters on and you are ready to film. Why would you want to have ND filter on? Well, let me explain. Very simply, ND filters are the camera's sunglasses. When you film in automatic mode, no filter on, the shutter speed is very high, so you get that kind of digital smartphone-like look. Here's a sample filmed in 24 frames per second in automatic mode. To get a more natural look to what your eye normally sees, you need to bring the shutter speed way down. You will need to apply 180-degree rule, which is doubling your shutter speed. By the way, if you're interested to learn how to shoot in manual mode with any camera, I highly suggest watching a tutorial which I created in the past. I'm gonna link it in a video description below. Here's a sample video I filmed also in 24 frames per second, but this time manually with ND filter on. And this is just a standard color profile. The Insta360R allows you to also film in log profile, which is very flat looking video, which can be later color graded in post. It is especially useful if you film on a very bright day, as it allows camera's sensor to capture and output more detail. I will show you how to set it in settings and which filter to choose, but now let's look at the filters for this wide angle 4K camera. They're simple to attach, you just snap it on, it's really tight. I'm not worried it's going to fall off. I would suggest carrying with you the cleaning cloth Freewell included. First clean your camera and then attach the filter, because whoever has bigger hands, even me, I get the fingerprints all over. Let's see the footage with this wide angle lens. So here is again automatic mode. Here is manual mode with filter on, just a standard color profile. And here is color graded footage filmed in log. Now these are fixed ND filters. They are not like a variable ND filter which you can twist and turn to make it brighter or darker. Here you need to know which one you actually need. And how do you know which one you need? I could make it technical, but let's make it simple. The higher the number of the filter, the darker it gets. All you need to remember is that ND4 is for cloudy kind of dual overcast day, ND8 is for a bit brighter day, like partially cloudy and partially sunny, ND16 is for more sunny, and 32 is for very bright sunny day. Very simply, if you're filming outdoors, go to settings and set manual filming. Set ISO to 100 as this is for outdoors bright days. If you are filming in 24 frames per second, double the shutter speed, which means use 1/50th of a second. If you are going to be filming in 30 frames per second, double that, use 1/60th. If you are going to be filming in 60 frames per second, double that, use 1/120th, and so on. Take the filter, which should be used for the current conditions, and see how it looks. You don't want to have those clouds overexposed way too bright, but at the same time, if you're filming a person, you want to have the skin look pretty good. If you get stuck between and one filter is too dark and the other one is too bright, go with the dark one and rather bring the ISO tiny bit up, like ISO 200, but make sure you don't go too high, otherwise you will introduce grain, noise in the shots. There is one more filter I didn't talk about yet, and that would be the Polarizer. Now what's that? When you put the filter on, the colors will be brighter and nicer, the unwanted reflections will be gone. It is great for filming cars and lakes and rivers. If you want to learn a lot more about polarizing filters, I created a video on that as well. I'll link it below. I know I'll be using these for sure. Now I want to go back to 360 camera. I noticed that when you are using these round filters and then you are doing the stitching in a post, the stitching is not perfect. So if you are filming a person, if you are filming yourself, I would position myself right so the camera is facing me, that big eye, and I'll be quite careful if I'm crossing that stitching border. For those interested to see the pricing, international links can be found below the video in a video description. It will show you pricing in your currency depending on where you live. Well, hit the thumbs up if you liked today's video and subscribe to future videos like these. If you have any questions, comments, simply want to say hi or ahoy, you know what to do. You can leave it in a comment section below. And I'll see you, my friends, in the next video. Ciao. Ahoy.